What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Jet's Fishing Adventures. We are out here at the house. It is the week of Thanksgiving, and you know what that means. It's Black Friday. We're going to go over in this video some of my recommendations for a Black Friday angler's guide, gift guide. You know, Black Friday has some of the best deals of the year. I'm going to go through some of the baits and gear that I would recommend getting your angler, or if you're an angler yourself, put down on a list and give it to your better half. But anyway, let's jump into this video. Alright guys, so the very first gift guide I'm going to go into, or the very first gift I would recommend, is just some baits. You go to your local tackle shop. For me, that's Dugout Bait and Tackle. Great place. You can get it online. Right here is the website, but you can go order online. They have a really good gift, or a really good Black Friday deal going on Friday and Saturday. You can check out. Here's a list of everything that's going to be on sale. But for me, you can go on Torrent Outdoors website. This is the Big Thresher 6.5. You got some timber crawls. This is my favorite jig combination. You can even contact Bad Boy Jigs. Some jigs right here. Contact Bad Boy Jigs, get you some jigs. And look at there, timber crawl is already on it. This is my favorite jig trailer. That's a great cheap way. You can get all this. You can use, if you use my affiliate link with Torrent Outdoors, you can get 10% off. So that'll help you a little bit as well. You got some buzz baits from Backdraft Lures. They're actually going to be going on sale. They're either on sale right now or will be very soon for the off season. You know, wintertime comes around, hot water is not very good, but these buzz baits, they have an awesome sound from Backdraft. Look at that, that squeal is what you're wanting. They got black, they got red, which I actually took the skirt off of that, but look at there's a Thresher 4.2 on them. These are a great way to get your angler something that's kind of cheaper. You know, you kind of, money's tight this time of year, or this time and age. So getting baits like this can be kind of a cheaper way to get gifts that an angler will use. This stuff right here, every bass angler will use this sometime and another, and if they've not used this stuff, then that gives them something they can go back, watch some of my videos, and learn how to fish this. So this is just an awesome way to get them introduced with specific baits, and it helps small companies as well. Moving on to my number 2 recommendation. Everybody out on the water needs some tools, and 2 of those tools that I absolutely love is every angler needs a good pair of scissors. This is the Cuda Titanium. If you notice, it does have a little bit of surface rust, but it doesn't hurt it at all. It's just because I leave it outside. But this is probably one of the best scissors I've ever had. It cuts braid like nothing I've ever seen. This is fluorocarbon right here. Just bam, right there. One of my favorite tools. And I keep it inside my hatch most of the times. If not, it's outside. It gets a little rusted, sorry. But I won this at a Tennessee Bass Nation. I think you can get these for $10 on Amazon and Tackle Warehouse. So great buy. Another item that is a must-have in my opinion, but I hope you never have to use it, is the de-hooker tool. I got this one. I keep it in my front hatch at all times. This is a tool that I hope I never have to use, but if I do, it's a lifesaver. You might ask, what's a de-hooker tool? Well, if you get a hook in you, you can use this tool, wrap it around the hook. I can link the video in the description of him actually putting hooks in his skin. I'm not going to try that. Sorry, I don't have that much. I don't have that much drive for y'all to do that to myself. Maybe if you comment below, you give this video a like, a bunch of likes, 1,000 likes, 100 likes. I don't know. I might do it myself. But that's only if y'all subscribe. If we had a 1,500 subscribers by the end of the year, I'll put a hook in myself to show y'all this tool. But you put it in there, and you yank it out. It's a great tool that you hope to never use, but it's a safety item. It's a must-have in any kayak. All right, moving on to number 3. You know, as anglers, we carry a bunch of tackle, and being organized is a must while on the water. And there's no better way to keep organized than a tackle box. And my choices is the Plano Edge series. These tackle boxes are a tad bit expensive for just a tackle box, but the functionality outweighs the price tenfold. This real easy one-handed opening. This is the chatterbait box. Really good way to keep organized. This is the 3600 series. This is the 3700 series deep. You know, one-handed opening. You know, it keeps all my chatterbait or all my crankbaits. And for some reason, I have a spinnerbait in there. Remember, guys, keep organized. As you can clearly tell, I don't. But the Plano Edge is a great tackle box. It is a tad bit on the more expensive side, but if you're buying a gift for somebody that they're going to use, this is the tackle box that they want. Really nice brand. It's been out for a few years. I've used these for 3 years, and look at it. I fish all the time, and they're still as strong as they're brand new. They're showing no signs of wear. No water gets in it. It's still water resistant or waterproof. Great tackle box, and they last forever. You know me, I'm tough on my stuff. Moving on to number 4, and if you know me, this year a company has stepped up big time and have helped me in a lot of tournaments and in just fishing in general. But that company is Little Mammy Outfitters. Brandon at Little Mammy makes some of the best rods I've ever had. So sensitive. This is the Protus 7'3", and this is the Protus 7 foot. They're both medium heavy. The 7'3" is by far one of the best chatterbait rods I've ever used. It's so sensitive. You just feel all that vibration. As soon as one hits, bam, you got it. Then this 7 foot model, it's probably the best Texas rig rod I've ever used. A video back in March, I was actually fishing at Williamsport Lakes, and you can tell I was throwing it out the very first time I ever used these rods. I was throwing it out, and I'm using straight fluorocarbon, and you can feel a hit on slack line. You can't do that a lot with other rods. I've used a bunch of different rods, and the only way I could feel bites on slack line is using braid. And this right here, these rods are so sensitive. He just came out with the Utah spinning reel line, or spinning rod line. Super sensitive as well. Great wacky rig. Any kind of small little top waters. Crankbaits, you know, during the winter time, I love throwing those little bitty crankbaits, and it's going to be a big killer. But these rods come in at about $150. You can just look at the components. You will not get a rod that's nicer for that price, period. And the sensitivity is just out of this world. So check out Little Mammy. Send them a message. If you are buying for somebody else, feel free to send them a message on Facebook, Little Mammy Outfitters. He will tell you, he'll ask you what kind of fishing does that person do, and kind of what kind of stuff he likes technique wise, and he can pick you out a rod to buy. Very good customer service. If you have any defect, he can fix it too. And he even makes custom rods. So if you want to do one that's real nice, got some different color schemes, send him a message and see what he can do. Number 5, last but definitely not least, this is kind of the big ticket item. It comes in at around $220. I know it can be a lot, but if you're trying to find that real special something for your better half or your best friend, or buying for you, this item right here is a great, if you got cell phones out on the water, you're filming for a GoPro, you're filming with a GoPro, and there's really no better way to charge all that than the Dakota Lithium 10 amp hour box. I love this box. It's one of the best things that I was given. I was actually given this by Girl Dad Fishing, Tim. He's got I'll link his channel in the description. But this box right here has changed my way I film. It's so easy. You plug in the GoPro with the USB right there. I run a cord to it. The 10 amp hour will last for almost 2 whole days of fishing without having to charge. It usually, once it's fully charged, it hovers around that 14 amp hour or 14 volt range, and it lasts for almost 2 days. It even has a light right here, so if you're trying to rig at night, you can cut on the light. This is where you charge it at, and you can also plug up different connections to that as well. It's got a cigarette lighter function if you're wanting to, if you have like a phone charger that plugs in there. This is a great way to spend a little bit more money, but it's a great addition to anybody's arsenal in their kayak. I couldn't do anything, I couldn't film without it, and it's one of my favorite things on my kayak. But if you're looking for something that kind of higher class or higher price range to give to a special someone that you want, here it is. This is my recommendation. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. You know, this week is Thanksgiving week. Get out and enjoy some family time. Enjoy some turkey if you can. Comment below, are you a turkey fan or are you a ham fan? For me, I'm more of a ham fan. I know that can be kind of debatable or like kind of controversial, but I love me some ham. But anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Send this video to your better half, to your parents, to anybody that's you're hoping kind of drop a not so subtle hint. Hey, you know, why don't you buy me this for Christmas? You know, Black Friday deals starting probably even Thursday, maybe even tomorrow. It'll be kind of rolling out. You can get some really good deals. Check out, like I said, Dugout Bait and Tackle. Friday, in store only, Friday and Saturday. They're having a huge sale. So they got some really good prices on Garmin, some really high-end or some high-price tickets, but you can save a lot of money on those. But anyway, Bass Pro Shop, Tackle Warehouse, they'll have stuff all over the spectrum on sale, so check them out. But anyway, thanks for watching. Go ahead and drop a like if you enjoyed, and if you definitely enjoyed, go ahead and subscribe. We're on the road to 1,500 subscribers. If we can get it before the end of December, we're going to do a big giveaway, so be on the lookout for that. But anyway, thanks for watching, and we will see y'all next video.